babe. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, she's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. Super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, she's super babe.
All right. Welcome to the 80s Babies Conversation. This is our Girls Talk segment. I am Rachel Reed, the hostess with the mostest. And I got two of my favorite girls with me. Ladies, welcome to Girls Talk. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Tell them who you are and what you bring to the table.
My name is Tequila. I am known as your Petty Tuesday Queen. And what I bring to the table is I am the table.
Well, my name is Siobhan, and one thing that I bring to the table is I'm gonna keep it real with you. Anything you ask, I will keep it real.
And that's what we're here for tonight. The realness. You know, the ladies need it. They want to hear it and they need to see it. All right, and we got some fellas checking in. I see Jordan checked in. He wished us good luck. And Jordan, we are in for a good show. If you're on, click the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't mind, share it out with some of your girls. All right, so we're going to jump right in. A question was brought to me by a gentleman. Who is the prize? I know I feel like I'm a prize. You know, what do y'all think? So we got this TikTok that we're going to watch for a small moment. And then we're going to talk about it. We want to get into it. Who is the prize? Are the men the prize or are we the prize?
Hate me for saying this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. When it comes to relationships, men are the prize. Yeah, I said it. Men are the prize. Men are the providers. Men are the protectors. Men are the stability. Men are the reason we're able to carry life into this world in the first place. Men keep us grounded and are able to build us up, us very emotional and sometimes illogical thinkers, into the woman God has called us to be. Unfortunately, so many of our men have been incarcerated and so many of our men come from toxic households. Therefore, it's up to you to do your honest part to make sure that the man that you're interested in is actually a good man and doesn't just look good. A good man is a prize to the world because where would we honestly be without our men? A good man is a prize to a single woman struggling with 4 kids on her own. A good man is a prize to a woman who didn't grow up with a father to know what love really is. Call me a pick me, at least I'm getting picked.
What's she getting picked for? Oh, my
Yeah.
bad.
Wait, you said what is she getting picked for?
Yeah.
You know, I guess she wants to be chosen by a man, but in her opinion, she's saying that the man is actually the prize.
I mean, in her opinion, that's her opinion. In my opinion, to the most part, the man is not supposed to be the prize. I mean, if you really look at it from the beginning of time to now, it's now that men are, well, some men are saying that they're the prize. But when you get with a real man, he's not going to be saying all that, saying, oh, I'm the prize and women should bow down to him or whatever. I don't know. This time, and people are getting weird with this.
Yes, I think people are getting weird with it. And like I feel like every man on this planet should be looking for a mate, whether he's looking for a wife or whether he's looking for a, you know, a life partner, a husband. Because in this case, we have both of them going on right now.
Yeah.
But whatever he's looking for, I feel like whoever you choose for yourself is the prize, because that is what you have chosen to add to you, to complement what you already are. And you know, I think, you know, there are different types of men, but you know, some people equate it to what you bring to the table, you know,
Yes.
in a financial way. But let's be realistic. In our scenario, more than likely we out earn the men.
Exactly.
So when we speak on what we're bringing to the table, what is I feel like I'm the prize.
I agree. I feel like I'm the prize because if I make my own income, I have my own home, my basics are secure. I don't have any kids. I'm educated, I'm funny, I'm willing to go half on stuff. So how do a man be the prize when it comes to me? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll be thankful if I had a man and I want to respect him as being my man, but I don't want to run around saying, "Oh my God, I got the prize. I got this man. He's it." Like, no, because I don't want him running around feeling that way about me. I want him to take care of me and make sure I'm good. But that I'm that's weird.
Okay, so I get both of y'all perspectives and point of views. However, when it comes to what you're looking for as far as it being the prize and what you're bringing to the table, I'm not looking for just financial stability.
There
I'm
you go.
looking for emotional support, mental, I'm looking for something that's well rounded. So
There you
I
go.
would say together we're the prize possession. If you meet someone that you're equally yoked with, I feel like we both can become prizes. But in the Bible, it says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing.
There
Mhm.
you go. That part.
I'm
That
trying to
part.
be the good thing. I'm trying to be the good thing.
You feel me? I agree.
So I feel you. But then we start talking about what do men want. So like when I go down the checklist,
Oh man.
we're all Southern girls raised by the best of the best. But we can cook, we can clean, we can take care of the house, we know how to raise the children, we can go to work. On top of going to work for the man, we also know how to hustle. It's just in us.
You feel?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Sound like
That's
we the
true.
prize.
You know,
Oh, it sounds
and
like that to
if we can
me.
keep a house on lock, we know we can keep the bedroom on lock. So what else does he need?
Oh,
I think some men are just when it comes to a man who speak to, I feel like who date multiple women, I think it's something they lack within themselves. If they're out dating multiple women and this one woman can't sustain their need, there's something within themselves that, hey,
yeah.
he said I need some money.
I know that's what I just said. What the hell? I need some money.
Give me some money.
So I mean, but you know, so to each his own, you know, we hold our own. So I'm like, what is it that he's
Yeah.
looking for? But I feel like if I'm supposed to be your good thing, I am the prize, because at some point you realize that you could not do this by yourself. So you needed to bring me into your equation. You volunteered to bring me into your equation. It wasn't forcibly. So I am your prize because I'm here to be your helpmate and make your life better and livable and memorable. So why can't I say I'm the prize? And then if a man come to me talking about I'm the prize, I'm kind of feeling like we in competition. Like, do you want to be with me or do you want to be me?
That's not
That is
Now
the
that's a good. That's a
one.
good topic right there. That's a good topic.
And I want to say, like, okay, if men, to the most part, I never in my life face to face talking to a man ever had one tell me he was the prize or anything like that. I never had a man ask me, what do I bring to the table?
Right.
Because really, if you got something that you bring to the table or whatever, it shows in you.
It's gonna speak for itself.
It's gonna speak for itself. Your confidence, the way you act, the way you carry yourself. Like, I never had a man ask that. But if men do feel like they're the prize, why is it frowned upon when a woman proposed to him? If you want to be the prize, shouldn't a woman propose to you and ask you for marriage?
And I'm not doing that.
I'm not getting on my knees.
No,
not to be proposing. Like, I'm not finna do
That's
that.
not gonna happen.
Oh, and then Tequila, you recently got engaged. What do you feel like made you the prize queen? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? These are words of his, not my own. He had never been with a woman who was able to take care of a household. That is weird to me, because I was thinking in my mindset, in a way that I was brought, that my upbringing is a woman supposed to take care of her household, whether a man is involved or not. You still supposed to, take care of your household and be able to be a provider, at least to your children for the most part, and it was just the fact that he had never had a woman to be able to sustain on her own.
So
it sounded to me like he found a prize.
He found a prize.
He found a prize.
And
we're not knocking the men at all, because there are men out here, but we see it as men are doing what they're supposed to do. And then so then I have another question. This is a little off subject, but we have accustomed ourselves to thinking that men are supposed to lead. Men are supposed to be the head of the household.
Mm-hmm.
GP Slim checked in. He said that he makes the money, he's the protector.
Right.
So he feels like that gives him that leadership in his household. But let's be real, all men don't play that role.
No.
Men, I've encountered some men that are just not natural leaders. That's the type of man I desire. I want an alpha male, but I don't run into a lot of alpha males. So men don't have that trait.
But alpha males are intimidated by alpha females. So sometimes what you're looking for, and this is totally not saying lower your standards by any means, but almost you got to become what you're looking for, if that makes any sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna look for a doctor in the Lord when my ambitions are low. You understand what I'm saying? So, and just to piggyback, just to go back to, and I say I'm the prize, I also feel like I got a prize. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it works out. It works out. He is the provider. He do make more than me. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to the household, we piggyback off of each other.
Okay, and I agree with that. And I shared that with a friend of mine today. I was talking with the guy friend. I said, I feel like some of the issues I have with women is, he got to be a baller. He got to do this. He got to have this kind of house. He has to have this. I don't feel like it's fair to expect all of these things out of a person that you don't have going for yourself. So I
Right.
can't look at, like, I don't like it. You know, I feel like there are a lot of women out here who are looking at the man that's to come up. But no, I want to add whatever you got. I'm adding to it. We coming up together. You know, we getting
Yeah.
out the hood together. You know, we're building something. We're growing something. I'm enhancing something. I'm not gonna come in with nothing, and I'm expecting you to give me the world.
Right.
Baby, we
Exactly.
conquer the world together. Like, this is our world kind of thing. So I feel like that's that thing. What I see going on a lot today is we're expecting the men to have, you know, a whole lot more in abundance than what we're already having. And you know, there are some men who like that. So then my friend told me, he said, I'd rather take the girl that works at Crystals because she ain't gonna give me no attitude, she ain't gonna do no nagging, she gonna be a whole lot more grateful than a woman coming to me telling me what I should be and what I'm not. That's what he said to me.
And
So
you know, that
is he
comes from,
lowering his standards?
yeah, like that
Well,
comes
he
from
said he
people that
wasn't more, he said because of
okay.
the man he was, he does not expect a woman to have anything. He was like, a woman, he don't care about what a woman got in her bank account or what a woman has going for herself. He doesn't expect us to have her to have anything. He just needs her to take care of his basic needs at the house. So there are some men who feel like it doesn't matter what she does have or what she doesn't.
Oh, you want a mama.
He want, I was gonna say
You want a
he,
mama.
he want a mom or he want somebody he can tell what to do.
You
I'm
want a
trying to
girl,
figure
but you
out
want a
exactly
wife.
what it is he wants. He trying to be in control.
I don't know
Yeah.
what he's trying to be, but all I'm saying is I know what I'm capable of. I know how I can help grow a man. So anything that a man has, I am his exponential factor. I'm gonna multiply, I'm gonna grow
There
it.
you go.
He about to climb
All
up.
right.
He already a millionaire, baby. He gonna be a billionaire when I finish with it. You know,
Okay.
that kind of thing. That, like, that's my mindset. So I know who I am as a woman.
Okay,
So
Beyonce, let me upgrade you.
upgrade you.
Mm.
I know he gonna feel better, he gonna smell better, he gonna get a little weight on him because he gonna be eating better. All of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, that greatness, that sometimes scare men. You feel me? That scares some men that they're when they're not ready for that type of
Yeah,
situation.
baby, we climb together.
You
I
know,
like
so
that. I like that, Satori. I like that. Did you see that comment Satoria made?
Yeah, she said, my husband said he married me because I didn't play with him and we started off broke together. Baby, we climbed together. And that's
yes.
what I'm
Now
talking
there you
Yes,
go.
yes,
And
I
see,
like
he
that.
was
That's dope.
prepared for that. He was prepared for that. Some men are not prepared for that in this life. Some men will get with a woman that will require them to, hey, you know, let's step our game up, let's do more. And they start getting intimidated by women like that because they don't want to grow. Some men don't want to grow, so they will go and get with someone that said McDonald's and nothing's wrong with that, at Crystal or something like that, so that he can stay where he's at. And in her eyes, he's all that, you know, she want him to be.
B.
But in our eyes, it's like, hey, you know, work a little bit harder. Let's do a little bit more. Let's get more. Let's not stand right here. Some people are happy where they at, you know.
Mhm.
And
And
I don't ran into guys like that. They content where they at. And it's hard to run across guys that want, you know, to push forward and say, you know what, you're right. I need to be more. I do want to be more. Because most of them are married.
And speaking of that, let's get ready for our toss-up question for the night. Here it comes, ladies.
Is it okay to step to a woman about your man?
Is it okay to step to a woman about your man? And y'all look, GP Slim said we look good tonight, by the way. I just wanted y'all to see that.
Thank
Oh, thank you, GP. Well, can I go ahead and chime in on this?
Have at
There you
it.
go.
Okay. Is it okay to step to your woman about your man? No. Keyword, your man. Never go and step to another woman about something that's supposedly supposed to be yours. That woman can possibly have absolutely no idea about you and you're coming to her as a man. All right, as a woman, you go to her as a woman and get knocked down like a man. That's all on you.
Knocked down like a man.
Knocked down like a man.
Not down like what?
Well, I am going to say I haven't been saved all my life.
Yeah, I knew it.
I am going to say I haven't been saved all my life. And I encountered a situation where I feel like don't come for me unless I send for you. And she sent for me. So I went to her front door. I put my debit card under my car seat just in case I needed bail money. And I had to go ahead and handle what was mine.
But
Now
she came at you.
She came at you, so you had the right to defend. That's defending yourself. You got to stand for yourself. If you don't stand for yourself, you'll fall for anything.
RP to Nate Dogg, I had to regulate.
You feel?
You feel me? So I have had a situation like that, you know, calling my house, you call my phone. In this situation, I had her address because she sent something to my home.
Oh, wow.
So I put it in the GPS and I stopped by the store and got me an item I needed of preference for protection. No gun, you know. But I did go to her front doorstep. But I have matured in that level. I would never do that again because I feel like
Mine too.
I went to her door. You know, God was with me because I could have walked into anything. When I think back in that moment, I could have walked into anything when I went to that lady's front doorstep. But during that time, I didn't have anything. Well, yes, I did, but I really didn't have anything to lose. I just wanted to handle what was mine. So yes, I did do that. Would I do that again? Would I do that now? At this age, in my level of maturity, I wouldn't. I'm not stepping to anybody anymore. I'm gonna say, have him, sis.
Yeah.
That's where I am right now.
Yeah. I agree. We grow. We've done things when we were younger that we're not proud of, but it's growth. That comes with growth. And I didn't step to her door, but I called her on the phone and she was calling my man at that time. And the thing with me is I don't know how to be mean to another woman when it comes to that because I don't feel like it's her fault. So the whole conversation, I was just telling her, look, you're worth more than that. You shouldn't be talking to this man. Like I had one of those sister conversations with her. And that was my last time ever stepping to a woman because I was like, I'm not good at this. Anything I would want the woman to look, if he's doing both of us like this. This ain't just you. This ain't just, it's me too. So I'm not at you as far as like arguing with you and stuff like that. Like, I don't feel like I should fight you. Anything, I have to fight him or get him right for that because he is the one that owed me that loyalty, not you. It's different if we're like friends or something like that. Now, you with my man and we're friends, now that's a real step into. But if we're complete strangers and he out here acting single and he tell you, he's dating you and me too, I don't owe you no conversation as far as like being mean or, come to you like I want to fight. Now, like in your situation, Raven, if she would have came to me like that, oh yeah. I mean,
yeah, and Satoria said, now she knows what's up and being disrespectful. Yes, ma'am. You step to her. Some women are just disrespectful and will make you have to handle them. And in this situation, I had no other choice. I felt like I'm gonna go handle the day. I gave you a chance to get it right with your little whatever you got over there. If you can't fix it, it's my turn. And I went my little self right on over there. And I said what I had to say. I looked behind the door, make sure he went over there. And I was out. And that was it. I never had to deal with her again. Because another thing, I feel like in that point, if you are stepping to somebody about your man, a lot of women step to women about men that ain't even theirs.
Ain't theirs.
They ain't nowhere near there.
No, he for everybody. He just for everybody. But in this situation, he was mine. So I went and stepped to her about it, and then you know, that was it for me. I didn't have to revisit that situation
Mhm.
anymore. But thinking back, even if he is mine, I'm not stepping to no other female about a man. I'm gonna let the legal system handle that. I just
Yeah,
won't have. And
I'm
that's
confronting the man only.
Well,
yeah.
this was years
Exactly.
ago. I have never been on that side where I've reached out to another woman. I have been on the side where a woman came to my house.
Hmm.
Now, I have been
Yeah.
on that side where a woman came to my house. Needless to say, I ended up in court, but that's another story. That's a whole nother story. The point is, you don't blame the woman.
Oh
You
my
know, it
God.
had she um approached me maybe in a different way, you know, maybe could have been a nice conversation, but it didn't turn out like that. It didn't turn out like that at all. She actually came to my house on my property, but I was told by the officer that came to the house, because I did call the officer because she came to my house. He stated that I should have never left the safe haven of my home. Like, if someone come to my house, I should have stayed inside my home. So I guess I guess that situation always stayed with me, and I've never reached out to a woman about a man. I just don't feel the need to do that, because if he stepped to her, that was on his time, and basically she didn't know anything about me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know anything about me. This whole situation right here, the woman actually seen us in a club and followed me home.
Mm-hmm.
So it was totally out of hand, totally out of character. And I just thought that, you know, in this case, confront what belongs to you. And
And
if that person it at that point it's not even yours. If you got to confront them about some other entity outside of your relationship, is he really yours?
mm,
That's the question I have. Like, if I have to confront another woman about my man, I'll feel some type of way.
it's
You
your
can call
feelings.
it pride.
That, that's what
Huh?
it is. It's really your feelings. Like it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's really just you being in your feelings. Because after that, like my relationship was done.
I know
Like,
it was, because it's like, how do you trust after that?
Yeah, how
Like,
can you trust after that?
all right. So yeah, you can't trust after that. You
you
it's
can.
gonna have to be some breaking up because you're gonna be doing a whole lot of stepping because he has revealed his character in that moment. So yeah, let it burn. After that, you know, you just gotta let it burn.
That's
Yeah, it's over. It's completely over. When you got to
my bad.
step to somebody else about something that's supposed to be yours, baby, I just don't believe it was yours in the beginning to
Yeah.
begin with. No telling how long it been going on. No telling if you the other woman or you don't know what woman you is. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's that Sophia from The Color
Exactly.
Purple.
You
Every
feel me?
night I got to fight to prove my love.
To
That was
prove my
Prove my
love.
love.
yeah,
What you
that's
doing,
what you
mama?
gotta be doing. So you gotta let it go. So like
That's that's crazy.
it's
I
crazy.
had a look. I had a female to come to the house that I was at that time. I had just moved somewhere. I ain't gonna say everything. Um, I had just moved somewhere. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm there, and then all of a sudden, it's a knock at the door. Luckily, it was somebody else there, and it wasn't my house, so I wasn't gonna just go and open the door. But then when I finally looked out the window and seen the car, I knew who it was because I knew the car. And it wasn't even necessarily I was even with him like that, but um I just felt like it's no way I would come to nobody's house at 2 o'clock in the morning looking for my man or whoever man it is. I'm not coming to nobody's house because people are crazy. Anybody can have something in their house. Like, I deal with PTSD. What if I would have came out shoot? Or,
Mhm.
stuff like that. But I guess women feel that some women feel that way, that they're confident enough to go to people's house. And it wasn't like this person followed me or knew who I was. She had a tracker on his vehicle.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Yes.
that's high tech.
You hear me? I said
Yeah.
I need to be her friend.
That's
That's
a
right.
new one. I gotta go get a tracking device.
I
Yeah.
never even knew he had. I didn't know he knew he had a girlfriend like that, because men are downplay everything.
Yes.
Oh, it ain't that serious. You don't know this and that. So I was like, okay, he was helping me move at that time. So what I need to do and what he need to do, put us in the same vehicle and left his vehicle at that location. So by the time we got back to that location, 2 o'clock in the morning, like I said, maybe like 10 minutes, and he had just left. She knocking on the door. And I'm just like, girl, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I ain't that in love with a man where I gotta track every move he make. Nah.
Where's the trust then? Where's the trust? You have no trust in a relationship.
You hear me?
And maybe that person doesn't deserve your trust if he gotta go through all that.
So like, in our day, Pleasure P had this song called Boyfriend Number 2. But since it's girls talk, let's talk about girlfriend number 2. We're gonna watch this clip.
Take a sip.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch a little bit of this clip, and then we're gonna talk about girlfriend number 2. Is that you? Let's watch this clip.
I received the question, and I'm gonna try to give the answer the best way I can. How do you know that you're a side chick? Nowadays, in this new age time, you don't know, because a lot of these guys are treating their side chick just as well as they're treating their main chicks. But if we go back yonder, the way they used to play the game, here you go. He only contacts you certain times of the day, rarely answers the phone when you call, or he usually calls when he's in the bathroom, driving, or very late at night. He comes to get the draws, and then he goes. He never spends the night. He doesn't cuddle. He gives you a little small chit-chat here and there. You've never met his family or his friends after seeing him for quite some time. He doesn't spend holidays with you. And if you're lucky, you might get a text. He keeps seeing you, but he doesn't want a title. Ducks and dodges you when you try to post a selfie with him. He says he has a crib, but you never get to see it. But wait, a lot of these ladies that have been inboxing me have not only been to the crib, not only get to see them on holidays, but they also have met their family. So what are they? Are they girlfriends too? What y'all think?
All right, ladies. So she in this TikTok, she was saying how the side piece rules used to be versus how the side piece rules are now. And some of these side pieces are getting invited to homes and meeting the family, and they going on trips and they cuddling, and he's staying overnight and he's doing all these other things. So it seems like the side, he may have a significant other and a girlfriend. He may have a wife and a girlfriend. He may have 2 girlfriends, because this side piece has some better privileges than what we are accustomed to in the past. So what do y'all think about girlfriend number 2? Are you okay with being a girlfriend number 2?
I'm definitely not okay with being a girlfriend number 2, because I want the holidays, I want the Sunday. You gonna call me every day. Ain't no just stopping by. I mean, don't get me twisted. I ain't sitting here on my high horse saying I ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? I'm moved on from these things, but but now things are different than what. But you gotta think back in the days, y'all, like our grandma times, when men had several households that they were taking care of.
2 sets of family.
Yes, three sets of families that they're taking care of. Things are just different now. things are just different now, and it's up to what the woman allows, and it's up to what the man offers.
Yeah, true. I mean, it all depends on the season for me. Until I get married, I feel we all side chicks. You know
Hello.
what I'm saying? Who really is the main?
Who is the man?
When she said, like, I agree with what she said. I've been in a situation where I've been girlfriend number 2, but at that moment, to be honest, and I know I might get people looking at me crazy about this, but I was not ready to be girlfriend number 1 or girlfriend number 2, but with him being in my life, it made it more manageable. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like what I was going through at that time, he helped me through it. And it wasn't that he called me at certain hours, is I called him at certain hours because I knew that I didn't want anything other than what we had going on with him, and that opened up the doors of meeting the family and being around and going to his house. I would never step into another woman's house. And when I say in his house, meaning his other house, the house that he had outside of her. And I did play those games at that time, even though it never ended out well, because you get your feelings involved and you want to be the only one. But how can you want to be the only one when you came in a situation when it was multiples? You know what I mean? It wasn't just me and her. It probably was her, and her too. So like I said, it all depends on the season. Some women don't want to never get married again. Don't mind being side chicks. They side chicks life better than some main chick lives.
And some of them are side chicks forever. Like they've been in the game. They've been missing.
They're okay.
17
They're okay.
years.
It seems like they're okay with being the side woman. They're okay with just that little bit of time that they choose to see them, whether it is
But
at that late night.
Let's not get it twisted. Now, I'm gonna be transparent in all transparency.
Go ahead.
Sometimes it's not a little bit of time. So I met a guy, back in the day when I was clubbing and I was out there, clubbing. I met a guy. He was nice. He was a businessman. He had a great job. He had money, all those things. This man was taking me on trips. This man was like whining and dining me on a whole nother level. Like all the 5-star restaurant, these kind of things. I was wondering now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, why do we go here and not here? Like, sometimes I just want to go to Olive Garden, but he's taking me to all these elaborate places. So one night, I was in Montgomery at the time. One night I wanted to go to this club that was on a different side of town, and I didn't really know my way around that well. So I called him, and his wife was like, "Babe, who is that?" And he was like, "That's Ray that I was in the Marines with. He trying to find a nightclub, all this. I'm about to get dressed so I can go show him the spot." I never knew he was married. This man was taking me on dates, trips. He was bringing me lunch on my lunch breaks, flowers just because it's Wednesday, jewelry. Everything. I never knew he was married until I called him one night asking for directions. This man gave me a townhouse, y'all. And me and my homegirls are over there hanging out, like doing laundry, cooking out. And she came one day and she was like, "Oh, I just wanted to check out and meet the new tenants." I had no idea. But in that situation, I was girlfriend number 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't even know that I was girlfriend number 2. And don't think he was just like popping in and out. No, this man was taking me on trips, getaways. This man was putting in major time. I had no idea I was girlfriend number 2 until I called while he was actually getting ready to go to bed with his wife. That's how I found out. And then I called it off now because it was just, he lied to me. He did not tell me the truth from the jump. He kept me, and like he kept me blinded by reality. So I stopped talking to him for that. Like I didn't, at that point, I was trying to live my life the same way. And I was like, "No, you have a wife. I wouldn't want anybody to do me like that," kind of thing. But I was girlfriend number 2.
And you was in the Marines.
Yeah, and then you was right in the Marines.
I was in the Marines too. Yeah,
Jeez.
real talk.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. But there are some women who know they are girlfriend number 2. And my whole mama, I can't tell you everything.
Look, talking about some really.
But like now, being girlfriend number 2 may work with my schedule. Like I'm busy.
That's why I said it depending on the season.
It
What
depends
season are
on the
you in?
situation. Because here's the thing. When I was not in a relationship, I did not want a man full time to save my life. I was okay with him having whoever he wanted to have. Just give me my little bit of time. However, it got old. It got old to me. You know, I don't want to be some second best or come second to anybody. Who wants to do that?
But what if he doesn't treat you like that? Like, so I mean, this is what I mean. I don't know what kind of girlfriend number 2s out here, but I treat my model to relationships right now, unless it deals with sexuality, I'm gonna say don't ask, don't tell. Because if I don't care about, if you don't tell me, I don't know, I don't feel guilty. But as long as I'm not lacking for anything that I desire, I'm not opposed to being girlfriend number 2 because it works with my schedule. And I feel like, some men are boyfriend number 2. So we can't let them off because as women, we have different needs. We may need one to take care of all the plumbing issues, but we may need the other for the affection. The one just can't do it all. Some men are boyfriend number 2. Let's just keep it real. I'm not opposed, like in some scenarios. Loud Man Slim, huh? In some scenarios, girlfriend number 2 or boyfriend number 2 may work better with your schedule, with your lifestyle, and what you have going on in your season.
Exactly.
And your girlfriend number 2 season, you Raven, you were winning.
Winning.
But this is my thing. What is first place, second place thing? It's like we think we're going to some kind of banquet and everybody getting an award and you going up and saying, hey, Siobhan, you get the award for being girlfriend number 2. It's like in your world, you are whatever number you decide you want to be. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Man still said, oh, hell no.
To the most part, it's like, I can't sit and call myself, I don't want no man that got a woman. I do not. But sometimes, like I'm with you, Raven, sometimes it's good to have that because I don't have to put in all the time. You know how hard it is to be in a relationship, try to work a full-time job, come home, you got to worry about his needs. Okay, you made sure you did all this, but he gonna be with somebody else. Oh, do I gotta go and look this way to keep his attention? To me, you have to put too much energy into being with someone that I'm to the point where I just prefer to be alone, and have friends. I don't even want a boyfriend. I don't want, a man because, we're older. I don't want a man. I done did the husband thing. Y'all know that. But
we both did. But Tequila, we wish you well. We wish you well.
Don't knock.
I'm in it. Listen, Raven and Siobhan, I'm in it to win it. You hear me?
There you go.
I didn't play the field. I done been girlfriend number 2, girlfriend number 1. I done probably been a side piece and didn't even know it. I don't know. But the point is, I done found the one that I'm willing to go through all of my bad, all of the good with, all of the bad with. I'm willing to do that. And I have never had it this good, ladies. I ain't even sitting here trying to brag. I have never had this good where I can still be who I am, an individual, together with my spouse. I love it.
And that is amazing.
That's so beautiful.
Until I find that, I'm brewing these in our GPAs. You feel me? They
Yeah, I
all
mean,
bros.
I'm single. Like I'm single and I have embraced my singleness. I enjoy it here. Somebody asked, how do we feel about the statement being single until we marry? I agree with that. Like I am
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that as well. Being single till you married, but I'm engaged now, so am I still single?
No, you're married.
Exactly. So there we have it. There's
still,
no such thing. So y'all good being number two, long as you label yourself number two.
I never said I was number two.
Never.
I'm not asking for a ranking system. Like he didn't even
Nah.
tell me he had a significant other. Like I don't care about what you have going on over there. I care about what you have going on with Raven Cherie.
Yeah,
And that is
exactly.
it. And my
That's all.
needs are met. I get what I want. I
Exactly.
get to do what I want. If I call you and I say I want to go here, and you say let's go, like that's all I'm concerned with. I'm not asking any other questions because he could be seeing me and he could be seeing a whole. Some people are multi-dating now. That's what you got to understand. Let's
And
just
that's what we don't know. That's we still have that little increment of we can trust however much we want to, but there's still we don't know.
That's right. So I
Yeah.
can't be concerned. I can't be concerned about all this other stuff. I have to be concerned what's going on with me.
Exactly.
And hold up, whatever number you are, may the best girl win. May
You
the
feel
best
me?
woman win. Okay. And sometimes I'm not in a predicament where I even want to win. I'm just living in the moment. You know, I never said it had to be serious or I think you're gonna be my next husband. No, we're vibing off each other. You know, we are having a good time with each other. We're creating some great memories. I'm smiling, you go to work glowing. Hey, that's it. That's all. That might be all I want from that scenario.
Exactly. And you are single until you are engaged
See,
and
and
married.
loud man slim. See, men can't handle that fact. You know, y'all want to be
No.
players out here. Y'all want to be players
Yeah.
out here. Y'all want to be running game. But it's not. I mean, let's play ball then.
But they want to run game, but it's not fun when women run game too. It's no fun when a woman tell you, okay, babe, do you. But don't get mad when I'm doing me. You feel me? And it ain't necessarily when you saying
No.
this, it ain't necessarily like you sleeping with people. But sometimes as a single woman, until you got a ring on your finger, until you are married, you are single. So you are able to go out here and do what you want to do. So labeling yourself as number one or number two, it really don't matter. Because I could be number one, you could be number two, and he can go next week and marry this woman that we know nothing about. And guess what? We out the picture.
Yeah.
You get what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it don't matter until you have a ring and until you are married.
Fact.
We put too much
Facts.
on this boyfriend girlfriend stuff. We give boyfriends wifey standards. We cook for them, clean for them, go clean up for them. We do all this stuff and then get mad when he go choose the woman over here. You know?
And basically what we're doing things. And I'm not saying we, but I'm talking about women in general.
Women.
I
Yeah.
think women in general are doing these things to make themselves wifey material. However, however, I think I just read Felicia thing and it threw me
I
off.
agree.
Yeah, these days there are really no number one.
Yeah. I agree with her.
Even in marriages, you still have I know married people that aren't they're not committed to each other.
But they might have that understanding.
They
Though.
may have that understanding, but I know some couples that they're married, they probably sleep in different bedrooms. And I think it's just to each his own and what the understanding is between these people, between the opposite sex or whoever you're dating.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to date around before you settle down. How you know you with the one? But are we okay with the man coming to us and flat out saying, hey, yeah, I want to date you, but I'm also dating somebody else? Are we okay with that? If a man come to us straight out and say that to us, would we be okay with it?
Life
Yes.
is a gamble.
Yes. You know, because you get that opportunity to make your own decision if you want to continue to talk to this guy or not. Now, when he comes with the truth, you get to make your decision. Okay, I'm gonna continue this with him because he's saying that he's just dating, or no, I want a man that just strictly dates one person. That's it. He giving you that opportunity to make your decision. So yes, I would prefer a man to come in and say, hey, this is what I got going on. Do you want to be involved or not? I don't like to be surprised by the baby mamas and the girlfriends on the side and the girlfriend back from 3 years ago that can't let you go. Nobody want to deal with that.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
one
that,
thing
that choice.
yeah,
That choice is so important because I know what it is straight out of the gate. It's important.
I agree with
exactly.
you, Felicia.
Yeah,
Alicia said if you're just dating, then you should date others as well. Yeah,
I
think you
agree.
have to.
I agree.
Now, while somebody said something about the different types of men, and we didn't go. I did not make it to church today because my church doesn't have church on this Sunday right here. Tequila said she went to church today. What about you, Siobhan?
This is in my heart.
So,
I talked to God today.
that's where the real talk. That's where the sanctuary is. You know, our
Yeah.
grandmother said it all the time. The sanctuary is in your heart.
Yes,
So that's
Yeah.
I
where
talked to God today.
we found a piece of this sermon, and we want to know, ladies. And if you're in the chat, just start thinking about it so you can chime in the chat. What type of men should women avoid? Here we go.
Boaz has some relatives, and if you don't watch it, you won't get the one God has for you. You'll get his relatives. To the girls, I found this on the internet. He has, Boaz is spelled B-O-A-Z. Everybody say B-O-A-Z. And so he's got some relatives called broke ass, po ass, lying ass, cheating ass, dumb ass, drunk ass. Don't go out with him. Cheap ass. Turn to somebody and say, I dated him. Locked up ass, good for nothing ass, lazy ass, and especially his third cousin beating your ass. Wait on your Boaz and make sure he respects your ass.
Okay.
Now there's your word. You wanted a word, you got a word.
That look like some good church. I have
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to sit in on one of his sermons.
Yeah, because they don't do
Yeah.
sermons like that in my church. We need to find out what that one is. So, what type of men should we avoid? Okay, so the cheap one. I have a question. There was a TikTok going around about this lady got upset that the man used a coupon on a date.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Should we avoid men like that?
No, we need to actually marry men like that. He know how to save money.
Hello. Hello, I'm the spender in the relationship over here. And he is the one looking for the coupons. Hello. I have nothing wrong with him getting a coupon that's gonna save him money or us money in the long run. Ain't no him, it's us now. So yes, I have no problem with him using that coupon. Matter of fact, where the rest of it?
You feel me, babe? Show me how to do that.
Oh, okay, what about the lazy one?
I mean, well, you don't want a lazy man because how can y'all prosper together if you're lazy, he lazy, or there's no go get it, he has no go get it about himself? Who wants a lazy man? Who wants a man who don't want to go to work?
And not even just going to work, but like helping me. Like my grass needs to be cut.
Yeah.
I want you to cut it. Save me the $75 with the lawn man and cut my grass, or come help me reorganize my garage. Like I don't like if I don't want to be the one like, oh, my car needs cleaning, and then I'm at the car wash in my yoga pants taking car mats out the car, but you mad because somebody looking at my behind, but you could have been at the car wash cleaning up this car for me. Like I don't know. I can't stand the lazy man, y'all. Like that's like my number one pet peeve. If I feel like I'm working harder than you, if I feel like I'm grinding harder than you, or I have more motivation than you, then like that's a turn off for me. Like you cannot be lazy. If I'm staying up to 12, you need to stay up to 12 too. That's just how I feel.
I agree though. I agree. I think that a man should, be a man.
Exactly. Then
You
I'm
know?
not working harder than you.
No, like
No, I'm not gonna work hard on you. No, that's not gonna happen.
I like a man that go outside and if my car need to be fixed, like a tire change or something, he go out there and do it and don't say, "Hey, I'm gonna send you the money to do." That's lazy too. A man saying, "Well, I'll
Yeah.
send you the money to do it." Like, no, I want to see you go out there and do it. Y'all like women to cook and clean and be a mother and do this, but y'all want to pay other men to do what you should be doing. Like you said, cut the grass, take the trash out, man stuff. Like, do that.
Yes, I agree. And okay, and then this is one, and I will touch on it for a bit. Being sensitive to some of our viewers. He said he mentioned the one about, and let's not forget the last one, beating your, you know what. I have never been in a domestic violence situation, and I don't wish that on nobody. Like I know some people who have, but like on that note, ladies, when the love gets to, I love you enough to hurt you, I love you enough to kill you, I feel like it's time to walk out.
Yeah.
You breathe at me hard. I'm not gonna lie. And this may be a turn off the sun, but you know not to even step over here. You huff at me too hard, I'm calling 911 because I fear for my life. That's just, I don't do that. Like if you angry, you need to go somewhere else. You don't raise your voice too hard, loud over here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put all that bass up in there because now my hand is on the 9 and the 1. All I got to do is press the other one.
Yeah.
I've never been in a situation like that. So
I have been in an abusive relationship.
Me too.
I have been in, matter of fact, both of my children's fathers were abusive to me, but I was more abusive to myself. I let myself down, beat myself up. So anything that they were throwing at me, I was already down.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to find within myself. I had to find it within myself to know that, hey, this is not something I want my daughter to be going through. This is not something that my mother would want me to go through. This is not what she raised me to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find it within myself to, hey, Tequila, look, at this point, it's either you or them. So if I'm just gonna message.
Yes, you.
If a man hits you, if he hits you, leave then, because he's gonna apologize, and guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna do it again.
Yep.
But one thing that we neglect ladies, verbal abuse is mental abuse and emotional abuse is those are the worst abuse that you can, because it's something you can't see.
Yep.
So anybody that's dealing with any type of abuse relationship, please get out. And if you don't want to get out, try to seek counseling or something. It doesn't stop. If you love this person, if this person loves you so much, maybe y'all can go to counseling or something. But 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna stop.
No.
And I had to pull myself out the rut. Nobody had to do it for me. Nobody could give me any advice. I had to pull myself up.
Yeah.
And we love your strength, Tequila,
Yes.
tonight. We love your strength because it takes a whole lot of strength to be transparent and own your situation, but it really takes a whole lot of strength to get out.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Don't understand. Like we like to talk about people, but no, it takes a lot of strength to get out.
And being that, I was, went through that before in my lifetime also. And that was the hardest part, the mental of me leaving.
Yes.
In my mental, I'm thinking like, it's going to get better. Maybe it was me, this and that. No, it's not. It's not you. Let it go before it destroys you. And that's one thing that I had to let myself know, because once I got out of it, it was like life seemed so weird to me. Like it took a while to get used to being, you know,
Alone.
alone one. And then when I got back into the dating scene, dating someone that didn't believe in putting their hands on women, you know.
What?
Yeah, like trying to, and it's like you being all scary, and he wondering like, why you jumping every time I raise my hand, you jumping up, or or whatever the situation is. It's like getting past that is hard. So that's why I would say, whatever, if a guy is verbally, mentally, physically abusing you, leave. If you can, leave, because it's not worth it. It's so much building back up you have to do with yourself from that. You got
What
to
you
gain your
saying?
own confidence level back. See yourself as being beautiful, because I was like you, Tequila. I was hard on myself. I didn't think I deserved anything better. I didn't think that I was worthy of anything better. But
Right.
once I was um not under his grasp anymore, it's like I had to continue to tell myself, hey, you are beautiful, you deserve more, you are strong, and then getting out of that. And then whenever I get a chance to speak to any woman, any younger woman, older woman, it don't matter, about something like that, my heart goes out to them, because I know how hard it is to step away. Because anybody can say, look, just leave it alone. But it's hard. It is hard. And some people are scared to leave.
And if we're not safe and if we're not conscious about what we're going through, we end up becoming the abusers in the next relationship.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
That guides us into our next topic, ladies. Our big topic for tonight was, how do I let the hurt go? How do I let the hurt go? So I can say that some relationships have left me bitter. And I can also say I'm just getting to a point where I feel like I'm not carrying those scars anymore. Like I let it go. But how do I get to a point where I can let the hurt go? Let's weigh in on that. How do I let the hurt go?
When you let go of your expectations or what you
Patience.
expected everything to be, and you see it for what it really is. Don't keep, well, I thought, no. See things for what it actually is, and be fine with it, and let it go. Don't hold no hurt. Don't feel like, oh, he did me wrong. No, because you made that decision to be with that person. So in order to move forward and to do, to have something better, you have to. You can't be bitter about what people choose to do in their own life. If a person can wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what, I don't want this no more, and you got
Yeah,
to be content with that.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So, and I
I
think all things take time. Go ahead.
yes. Oh, I was just gonna say you gotta allow yourself time to heal. You
Yeah.
got to allow yourself time to heal from that hurt. A lot of people don't understand that when you go through something as in like whether he was um a physical or mental abuser, you have to get over that. That's when I just said what brought us into this, that you that you have to allow yourself time to heal before you become the next abuser in your next relationship.
Mhm.
Not understanding somebody else who's truly genuine to you, who has the best for you,
Mhm.
who wants the best for you. I mean, you just have to you let yourself heal. You can't carry this hurt with you, because that's where we get that stereotypic angry black woman from. We
Mhm.
carry the hurt and we become bitter and angry women.
Yep. And we
Mhm.
become bitter because we look at something where we felt like we wanted, you know, like this is what I thought we were doing. And the situation that come to my mind is not even someone that was being bad to me. It was a great relationship. I had an amazing relationship with this guy. And it was like once we decided, okay, it's over, that's when I was confused, because I was like, okay, but everything was so, what I considered perfect. That's what I considered in my mind, though. I thought I was the right person for him. I thought that for us talking every single day, we didn't argue like that for real. When we did have an argument, we talked about things. In my mind, I was thinking, who would not want that? I have my own, I come with my own, when it came to us doing trips or anything like that, I never just overstepped my boundary, but I always offered to pay half. Always, so we could both enjoy our time and both have money afterwards. And spiritually, I fed into him, he fed into me. That's one big thing with me. And to have that in, I wanted to be bitter. I wanted to so bad, but it was like I would only be bitter because everything that I just said was everything that went in my head, not our head.
Right.
That was me. That was all me. So now I got to go through, all right, of a 3-year relationship, it took me 4 years to get over because of that, of putting that block up, of trying to blame. And, we always try to do that blame game of, it was his fault. It was this, it was that. No, it was my perspective of the situation. It was me sitting thinking that he wanted to marry me, thinking that we were that, and he never said that, So if I would have known that 4 years ago, it would have took me 3 months to get over this man. But because of that, and that took time. It took me loving myself. It took me, looking in the mirror and realizing, with or without a man, I'm still Siobhan. I'm beautiful. I'm whatever I make my life to be. That's what I am. So,
So
let that hurt go.
Let that hurt go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let
say,
that hurt go.
from a relationship, the first thing you got to do is give yourself time after the relationship. You can't be so quick to just bounce back into another.
Yes.
So that was the mistake I made. Like, I tried to bounce back into another one real quick. And the guy that I ended up dating, he's a good friend of mine now, because he had to kind of like several times with us dating. He like, Raven, wait a minute, I'm not that guy. Like, I didn't do this. Like, you can't. Like, he used to like address it. Like, he was giving me free counseling. Like, he was like, hold on, wait a minute, what did I do for you to have this level of distrust? I haven't done anything, Raven. He was like, I'm not this guy that kind of came before me type thing. So he kind of helped me walk through it. He wasn't, he saw that I was broken in that moment. He saw that I was hurting, but he didn't turn his back on me. Like, he worked with me. He's still a friend of mine.
Yes.
To this day, we rock together. That's my friend.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So then, but after I stopped dating him, because I felt bad that I was putting all that on him. So I kind of walked away from that too. But when I walked away from that, I was like, okay, let me just enjoy being single. Let me learn what I like. Let me learn what I like to eat. Let me learn how I like my house to smell.
Yes.
Let me learn what I like to buy without being influenced by somebody else. Let me learn to just go out and sit at the restaurant by myself and, party of one, and just soak in the sounds out here and take my time and chew my food, how the food tastes. I don't have to worry about nobody rushing me or trying to hurry up to get back home. But all those things, so basically, I started dating myself.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Sometimes you have to date yourself. Even in my relationship now, my engagement, my fiance, I still go out for myself. I still got to give myself time to self-reflect on what I'm doing and what I'm, once again, where I'm at in this relationship and what am I bringing to the table. You understand what I'm saying? You have to self-reflect. And in the beginning of my relationship, I would often be like, wait a minute, let's take a break. Like, let me give myself some time. I think I'm moving too fast. After just getting out of a long-term relationship that ended horribly, I had to like, hey, wait a minute, Tequila, slow down, because now you're looking at this person as if I'm becoming the abuser again. Here I am becoming the abuser now. So let me give myself time and step back. And then self-reflection is the best.
That's true. That's true. I agree with the dating yourself. Once I got out of my last relationship and, like I said, been single, I realized that the stuff that I was doing, I didn't even like to do. The stuff that I like to do, I wasn't doing. You know, like I just take my car for, example. I was driving one car and realized I only got this car because I was matching the guy I was with. But now the car I have is what I like. I like muscle. I like that. I don't care if a man like for a woman to do that or not. That's what I like. And guess what?
Right.
Once I stepped into what I like to do, what I found fun, I meet men that like the same thing and they love women that do that. We have something in common. We could talk about something. I'm not sitting up pretending anymore. I'm not sitting up trying to doll myself up. Don't get me wrong. I think every woman needs to doll herself up at times to time.
Right.
But to the most part, I prefer to just be lounging around, jeans and a t-shirt. That's the type of woman I am. And I don't want to go on expensive dates. I want to go on, I'd rather go to the drag strip. I'd rather go to the paintball. I'd rather go ride four-wheelers. That's the stuff I had to realize. That's what I like to do versus being with a man. And I don't know about nobody else, but it's like I lost my identity messing with him. I wasn't me anymore. And once he left, it was like you are a stranger to yourself. You got to get up in the morning and get to know this person that you are. And I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, but I enjoyed that journey. That was the best journey I ever had and still having to this day, is to love me and to get to know me. So I know that the next man that I decide that if I do want to marry is he, I know he's gonna be for me because I'm not pretending to be something that I'm not anymore. I'm being me 100%.
I totally agree with that. So that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna let the hurt go, you're gonna have to take some time out for yourself and get to know yourself and get comfortable with your thoughts and address your thoughts.
Yeah.
Figure out your game plan. Because when you let that hurt go, you start walking different and talking different and acting different, and people can see your glow up.
Yep.
Transition.
Yep.
After you let it go, you get to that point where can't nobody tell you nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And you always smiling, you always happy, because even when you're going through stuff, because you who you are. That was my biggest thing. Be you, regardless of anything else. Be you. When you be you and you put your genuine, authentic self forward, if he decide he want to move forward, or if it's not for him, or whatever the situation is, you contend. You ain't even got to be bitter, because hey, I did me. Now it's all on you, bro. And you coming back. They always do. They always do.
Mm-hmm.
So
they definitely come back.
They hit you with the something about you is different. Yeah.
I
you didn't see that. You didn't see that months ago, sir.
Yeah. And we done with that. So on that note, ladies, what are we gonna leave the ladies with tonight? What word, encouragement, like what do you want to leave the ladies who got on and the gentlemen with tonight?
Love yourself.
There you go.
Ladies, gentlemen, love yourself. Know what you're willing to stand for, and don't fall for the foolishness.
Exactly. And me is keep an open line of communication when it comes to dating, friendship, or whatever. Whatever you want in that situation, whatever you got going on with yourself, let that other person know. You know, if you're gonna be with someone or whatever the situation is. And don't let nobody else make you feel bad if you decide to be girlfriend number 2.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those are my words. Don't let anyone tell you what your normal is.
Yes.
Be comfortable. Live your life how you want to live it, because it is yours. And at the end of the day, you have to be content with how you spent your time. So don't let anybody tell you what is right and what is wrong. If it's okay with you, and if you can go to sleep at night with everything that you've done, shoot for the stars.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel.
Yes.
On that note, we're out, y'all. It's been real. We enjoy Girl Talk. Good night.
Good
Good night.
night.